Hello and welcome to our series of tutorials on BatchX. And in this tutorial, we are going to cover a short course on BatchX from start to finish. We are going to start with master file in which we are going to create some material variations. We'll create some camera views and we'll use some scene setup. After that, we are going to prepare some files to render in BatchX in Rhino, which is the most commonly used software for jewelry designers. And then at the end, we will see how the output is generated from BatchX for these prepared files. So let's get started. First of all, let me drag and drop a master file here. And this will be available for you for testing and any other purpose. Now, here as you can see that there are a few metal materials. There's a ceramic material here, a pearl material. These are metal materials, and also we have a few gem materials for gemstones or diamonds. For metal, which is this one, we have a few variations already prepared. But as you can see that their names are metal 01, metal 02, and metal 021. So first, let's go to the configurator and change the names of these so that these will appear properly in our output file. So let's call it white gold, short form. This one is rose gold. Sorry, this is rose gold. So call it rose gold. And this one we'll call it yellow gold. You can name anything. Refresh the UI. Let's see. Yeah, these are playing properly. So when we are rendering in BatchX, it will all be correct. For metal 01, right now there is only one variation. So let's try to create more variations. Let's click on metal 1. As you can see, this name is metal 1. Let's create a few variations. So for that, what we can do is go to viewer, go to a library. The library is loaded. And now we can go to the configuration. Right now we by default have white gold. So let's add, go to picking, go to material library, and let's choose old yellow. Go to material configuration, add variation. Let's gold rose. It's the same combination right now. If you want to create more, we can do that. Let's keep it only 2 for metal 01 so that we don't overwhelm with too many combinations when BatchX is rendering them. Let's change the name of these again. So we can go to configuration, and in this case, we can give them a color. W for white and yellow. Refresh the UI and these are available. Let's go to gem. The center gem, the gem, this material has properties here. So notice that this has, mainly apart from many other things between this and this, the difference is that the gem is using 12 ray bounces. This one and others are using small number of ray bounces. So let's do create a variation from this by, let's just change some color here. So go to color and maybe make it look like this. The option, maybe we can increase something like this and go to variations and configurators and add a variation. So we have these two. Let's change the name so that we have correct namings here. Let's call this, let's see, diamond D this as Ruby for R, refresh UI, and we have these names. Now let's do some camera views. So for camera views, we have some dummy file, because at the end you want to make sure that you create camera views according to your file. So this is one of the file which we'll be preparing. Let's create some camera views, and then we can import this in our new scene. So let's go animation, camera views. Let's add this view. We can add this view, or a side view of this ring. Let's go like this, and probably a default perspective view like this. So we have 4 camera views. Now we can download this preset and drop it here. So we have our camera views prepared. As you can see, these camera views are there. We can test it by going to. So you can see all of these views are created. So we have created materials, we have created the camera views. Now let's go to the next step, where we will prepare some files for this setup. Before that, we can just go to export, asset export, preset, and let's export all of the configurations which we have made to use in BatchX. So this is downloaded. Let's go to the next step for preparing the files. Okay, so we have Rhino open here. This is Rhino 8, and I'm using Mac OS MacBook Pro with the M1 chip. Now, first of all, let's drag and drop a file. So I can directly drag and drop a file here. Now let's import this. And this is how it appears. It's too big right now, so I can scale it. There's a scale command. Let's do that. Point is fine. This is the center by default center point. And the scale factor can be 0.05. Let's do that. So we have our ring here with the scale. And let's assign a few layers to the items here. So let's go to the right hand side here. Here we have all the. So right now we have the ring layer here assigned to this object, and to this object it's group 2. So let's assign proper layers, some consistent layer names. That's the whole point of this tutorial. So we have a few layers defined here by default, but let's create a new layer for metal. Let's call it metal. And we can assign some color to it, maybe dark green, light. Let's create a new layer for metal 01. Assign color, maybe it doesn't matter whichever color you apply, it's just a means to. So we have, it's a means to visualize things in a better way. We have this metal 02 layer. Assign a color. This one. So we have metal. Let's just create one more layer just in case if our files have more layers. All right. So we have these layers now. Let's also create some layers for gems. We created a layer for gem. Assign a color. On this side, maybe you can start with kind of a blue color. This one for gem 01. Gem 02. Okay. And 03. All right, so we have all these layers. Now let's assign these layers to the objects. So to see it clearly, go to this and put it in the shaded mode. Let's select this one and assign a layer of metal. So we have this. So you can see that this layer is assigned. Now let's select this part. Let's assign a layer of metal 1 to this. And let's now assign some layers to our gemstones. Before that, you can easily see that I can disable and enable the layers, make them visible or invisible. So let's disable them so that we can focus only on gemstones. So for this, let's assign a layer of gem. So we have gem. Now this is also oval shape, and let's say if we want to assign the same material to these two, we can assign the same layer to this. So gem. So these two are using gem. Let's hide this so that we can select rest of them. Okay. Let's select all of the rest and we can assign a layer of gem 01 to it. It depends what you want to assign. Maybe you want to assign different layers to different groups, but since here all of these are round diamonds and we want to keep all of the colors same, the same diamond material we want to apply, so just apply the gem 01 layer. Let's go to the layer and enable all the layers. Okay, there is one more important thing to do. You have assigned all the layers, but if you see the diamond, the normals of this diamond is not correct. So we need to have face normals. So in order to do that, let's select all the diamonds because all the diamonds are not having the correct normals. And the command prompt say unweld. Just put a number 0 for angle tolerance. Done and done. And now all the diamonds will be are having the correct normals. Let's enable all the layers we have here. And now this file is ready to be exported from Rhino. So in Rhino, go to File and go to Export. We don't have any textures, so you don't need to have that. Don't check the Save Small because that's not supported in the editor. And you can keep everything unchecked. And let's just save that. Okay, I'll save this part. So now what we have done is we have seen an example where we have set up a ring according to the layer names. And if you notice that in Batchex, these are the same name, sorry, not in Batchex, in the editor we had created configurators for metal 1, metal 02, metal 03, gem 01, gem 02, gem 03. And in Rhino, we have assigned similar layer structure. So once you do that, let's go to the next step where I'm going to skip the preparation of rest of the files because that's assumed that it's going to be similar. So now let's go to the next section where we render these files in Batchex. So let's see how the Batchex processes whatever files we have prepared. I have put all the files in a folder, Batchex test, and these will be available for you to try out. Most of the files in this are 3DM file formats, but one of them is GLB. We can put the files in 3DM, GLB, FBX, and OBJ formats. And as far as the namings of the material names are correct, it will all render properly in Batchex, as we will see. Apart from that, there is the scene setting file, which we prepared in the editor. Let's just drop the file here. So the scene, all the files are loaded, as you can see. Let's set up some width and height of 800. Scale, keep it 2 so that the final image and video size will be 1600. Let's keep the quality 8 so that it gets in okay, decent quality, but at the same time renders fast. higher the quality, slower will be the creation of images and videos. So let's keep it at 8. Video duration is 5, frame rate 30. Let's keep all of this default. In the cameras, you can see that I've renamed the camera views so that they are more meaningful. Front, and this is all done in editor, front, top, solid and angled. Let's check this on so that when we start the process, it will create videos for this particular view. And then we have some materials for gold, for gems, for pearl. I've created 3 variations, and for ceramic material, I've created 3 variations. So let's start it. So you can see that the first string is loaded and the capturing has started for the first variation, and now it is capturing the video for the first variation. So once it is finished, then we go to the next variation. I'll keep pausing the recording so that we don't waste time on it. So it's the second variation, and now the video is for the second variation. Okay, so we are resuming our video for recording images and or renderings. So I've disabled video because it takes a lot of time. So now we have started, and now you can see that all the permutations and combinations are being recorded. Videos generally take a lot of time because it actually captures lots and lots of frames depending upon the duration and frame rate. So I've skipped that part in the video. Let this continue. Meanwhile, we can see what the output is till now. So PatchX has created an output folder, and this was the very first ring. Let's put it in the list as icons and bigger. So as you can see that these all combinations are being captured. Also, we have a video section here, so all the videos are captured now. Let's see all of these with various combinations. These are our 360 videos. And meanwhile, as you can see at the bottom, the pearl combinations are being captured. So this is kind of a short tutorial on BatchX, how you can use it to automate the process of image and video rendering for your files. And this can really be a time booster for you, time saver for you. Because in this example, I've just put 10 files, but actually you can put hundreds of files and submit the job to BatchX and just sip your cup of coffee or something. One very important thing to note is that while the BatchX is rendering your images or videos, you should not minimize the window. Because if you minimize the window, the rendering will be paused. So this is one of the limitations for BatchX. But apart from that, BatchX can be used for images and videos rendering. Thanks for watching this tutorial. It was a bit long in comparison to our other videos, but this was meant to be a long video where we give more deeper introduction and details of the entire process from start to finish. But till then, thanks for watching and see you next time. But meanwhile, let's see, we have some other, pretty much all the rings are complete. As you can see, all the combinations are made. You can see this, increase the, this is for Ramona. You can see gold with the central diamond red and white plus all the other colors. This one, solitaire, all the combinations. We have center ring with various combinations around here. Gold ring. Let's see the pearl ring. Pearl ring. This you can see that all the combinations are captured with different camera views, and the naming of the file also is consistent, and it contains all the information which we had already given. You see that for the camera views, it's angled top. Similarly, this is the pearl white, pearl rose gold, pearl gold. For black, it will have pearl black. And yeah, similarly for all the colors and combinations. See, this white gold, pearl white, and top view. This is Pave yellow gold for the metal, pearl black, and angle view. So yeah, that's it for this. See you next time. Thank you all so much for watching.